Hello, Chamber members. Welcome to Monday Minute for April the 23rd. I was just going to say happy spring, and now the sun's gone behind a cloud, but I wanted to say happy spring. I know that certainly the turn in the weather has really made everybody have a bit more of a lightness in their step over the last few days, so happy to see that spring is here. I have a couple of things for you this week that have come out of Ottawa, specifically the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. One, there is an attachment on our email that we're sending you today to talk about innovative ways that business can help curb their greenhouse gas input or output, and in some very common sense ways. So there's an article and there's some links there that might be of value to you, and it highlights some stories of businesses who've saved thousands of dollars on just making some very simple adjustments in their workforce and in their workplace in order to make sure that they are able to save in that regard on energy bills and so on. It's a worthwhile read. We got it from the policy people last week, and I think you'll also enjoy reading it. The secondary piece was that they announced, once the Supreme Court made their decision on the trade case related to New Brunswick and Quebec, the Canadian Chamber put out a notice of their concern with the decision specific to the lack of free trade, or the trade barriers that still exist. And in their view, this will actually reinforce those trade barriers amongst provinces. And the focus for them, of course, is that it will continue to keep costs for business high and choice for the consumer down. And so they raised real concerns about that court decision last week. It is interesting. I mused over the weekend about how we have many agreements with other countries, and our government nationally is working on trade agreements and free trade agreements. Yet even amongst our provinces, we don't have free trade or the capacity for freer trade. So anyway, those are a couple of things that might be worthwhile your view and read on them at the Canadian Chamber site, and Heather will make sure she has that information for you. I wish you a great week in business. Let's hope that the weather is onward and upward to spring into summer, and I wish you all a good week in business.